of their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. Oh, and there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. A name Viking fans know well. It's the brother of Dalvin, James Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Allen now on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Here's McCarthy. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 20-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Quentin Morris, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the air with McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they move this all the way down to to the 9.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Jefferson moving in motion left. Looking to throw McCarthy.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Jones not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
From 19 yards away.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On play action, Allen. And got his man complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy.
And that's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
To the air again, McCarthy.
Steps away. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's into space past the 25.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
McCarthy.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Jefferson moving in motion left. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Here we go. Back at 60. Go.
On 4th down,
McCarthy. That is caught.
and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Jones.
Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison
From 8 yards out.
and the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Buying time to his left.
There he goes again. How about this? He's to the 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 83 yards.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down.
McCarthy able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here's Allen. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Hey, home.
Here's Allen. Pass taken in by Kincaid. Big strides. Look at him go.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid, 84 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. McCarthy off the play fake.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's McCarthy.
And that's caught inside the 30. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The extra point up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Middle.
Now Allen.
On the move to his, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Allen. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were